I'm Steve Strongman. I'm here to talk to you about the pedal board. Thank you to all you people out there that have written in and sent me emails asking me about the kind of rig that I tour with. So it's pretty straight ahead, actually. This is my main rig, and when I designed this with a guy named Brian Duguay, our main mandate was to have a pedal board that can be used across two different platforms, mostly acoustic and electric, and I think we've done that here. I always play with a wireless, so my signal first starts with the wireless, and I use the Line 6 Relay G50, which is a fantastic unit. And from that, I go into the Boss TU3 Chromatic Tuner. Right out of that, I go into this channel splitter, which can send signal one way to my acoustic or another way to my electric. In the electric rig, I also have two outputs for amp outs, and both of those goes to that. In terms of effects, I'm using two different stages of gain. I've always felt that it's best to have that kind of control, and most of the tone that I use comes from front end gain. That, along with overdriving the amplifier itself, is the way that I like to do things. So for that, the main tone that I'm using is the Voodoo Lab Sparkle Drive. We can do a close-up and show you some of the settings that I usually have it at. I try and keep a blend of the clean and gains, two different stages of gain within that pedal. And then I also have the Ibanez TS9. I've had that pedal forever, and it's a mainstay go-to pedal for me. Some of the gains, depending on the shows that I'm doing, some of the effects pedals I'll swap out and change. And the other pedal that I'm using a lot these days, I used it for the album that I did called Let Me Prove It To You, is a Tech 21 Roto Choir. And I was looking around to try and get the best sounding Leslie simulator that I could find. And this was it. So it's a really cool sounding pedal. I'll show you a little bit of what that one sounds like, actually. So it's... got different gain structure in it that you can turn up a lot, but it's a pretty realistic sounding pedals. It's a really cool effect. When we wrote those songs and recorded those songs, we were looking for the best sounding Leslie that we could find, and it turned out to be the Roto Choir. So also in my pedal board, I've got the full tone Clyde standard wah pedal, which is an absolutely fantastic sounding wah pedal, and it's been a go-to of mine for a long time. I rented this for a session that I was doing, and I loved it so much that I had to go in and buy it. I've tried a whole bunch of different ones, and this one sounds the best. So this one kind of sounds like that. A bit of gain in there. It's got a lot of throat to it. It's not so high-end sounding. I think it's best sounding.